Welcome to another edition of Relaxation and Elongation, Part 8. I'm your host, Jesse Sawyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, summer sneaker flex instructor. And to find out more about me, visit my website, www.jessesawyer.com. Funkified maniacs worldwide across the globe, summer sneaker members, new members, YouTube subscribers, and those Facebook live streamers. Go out to that website, go to testimonials, and leave me a review for these classes, or leave me a review on YouTube and tell me how I'm doing so that I can make adjustments and make changes to our routine. So again, hopefully you enjoy them, hopefully you keep coming back for them, and I'm thankful that you're allowing me to spend and share this time with you. Now, before we get started, what is relaxation and elongation? Well, it's exactly what it is, or what the words are. Relaxation and elongation, moving functionally through 4 different planes. The frontal plane, sagittal plane crossing over, the postural plane, taking those arms behind you, and then your transverse or horizontal plane, where you bend over, however, you keep the head above the heart throughout. And what it does, and what it helps you to do, and it helps you to maintain independence by functionally and effectively moving efficiently through all those different planes of motion. And that is one of the key areas of maintaining a useful appearance and moving with useful grace. So here we go. Without further ado, 5 things. Lightheadedness, pain, dizziness, discomfort, or fatigue. Hit the pause, come back a little bit later. The other thing is that virtual 5. You should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise with me, you assume all dangerous, hazard risks of such participation. Exercise is demonstrated by the instructor. This online class can be demanding. If you're unable to safely perform these exercises, again, please modify them or choose a different set of exercises. Number 2, really important here, I can't see you, I can't hear you, so please pay attention to your form and your mechanics. You're going to be mirroring me throughout, so if you're in that seat, sit up on the edge of that chair. If you're standing, anchor those feet, toes over knees, knees over hips, hips over shoulders. Tuck the belly, tuck tailbone, chest out, shoulders up, back and down. Relax the shoulders, ears over shoulders. The crown of the head should always be up at all times, and with relaxation and elongation, you are working on end range extension, so you are working on that full range of movement, either the up, to the front, to the side, or behind you, or sagittal plane. You want to maintain that pliability of being able to contract those muscles, but then also relax. Again, it'll help as we begin this aging process together. Number 3, breathe, inhale, exhale. 4, ready to proceed to exertion. 1, 2, 3 on relaxation and elongation. 2, being the point where you're starting to feel a little greater stretch, you're getting a better flow, the heart rate's going up. But when you get to that 3, that means you're overextending, heart rate's up too high, you're fatigued, you're out of breath, you're losing your balance. You don't want to be there. You want to be in that 1, you want to be in that 2 scale. And then you get to that 5, where we want to make sure we hydrate throughout. Again, it's the slowed down version. It's relaxation, it's elongation, and it's the finest hour out there for anybody that wants to just relax and elongate that body. So sit up on the edge of that chair, drop those arms, and just let them hang. We're going to go just a little pendulum stretch. So pendulum stretch is pretending your hands are in sand and you're just moving in a circular motion. And now I'm externally rotating both my hands. We will change that over, and we will internally rotate in 3, 2, and 1, and now just reverse it and internally rotate those arms through to the side of my body. There you go. Nice and tall, ears over shoulders, elongate, lengthen, and move in a nice slow pace. No rush on this. In 3, 2, and 1. Hands are going to come up just like this. Rest on both on the thighs. Pop up your left hand. Take that left hand over. Touch the right shoulder. And now I want you to pop up that right hand, and I want you to pull or push. So you're going to feel that. It's a capsule stretch. Stretches the capsule of the shoulder. Hits some of the postural part, but it hits more of that anterior part as well. Nice stretch. You're going to drop down that left hand. You're going to pop up that right hand. That right hand's going to come over and touch that left shoulder. Left hand's going to grab that right elbow, and you're going to pull through. Pat yourself on the back. Excellent job. And then you're going to drop both hands down again. You're going to pop up that left hand, raising that hand up. Coming over, cross. Tap that right shoulder. Right hand goes to the left elbow. Pull through. Tap your shoulder. Excellent job. Drop both hands down. Lift up the right hand. Right hand comes over, taps left shoulder. Left hand goes to right elbow. Pull through. Pat yourself on the back. Excellent job. Awesome work. Looking good. Drop both hands down now. Lift both up. Cross both over in front. Tap both shoulders. There you go, and hold it there. Drop them down. So you should look like this. This should be the mirroring point. So you should have your left hand on your right shoulder. You should have your right hand on your left shoulder. It can be crossed over this way as well. It doesn't have to be one under the other. Just depending on how you want to look at home. And then you just got to lift them up. Good. Elbows are going to be out. Nice and tall. And you're going to hold it right there. Nice stretch. Nice stretch. And then I want you to take your hand and lift up, lift up, lift up. And I want you to slide your hands along your forearms until you can open them up and then drop them down. Put them back up on your thighs. Pop them back up. Cross that left over to right, or that right over to left. Drop them down, lift them up, and you're going to slide those hands. Look, my hands are sliding up through as I lift them up and come above my head. And then I'm going to drop them down again. Put them on my thighs. Pop them back up. Crossing that left to the right, right to the left. Drop them down. Lift them up, and as I lift up, I'm sliding my hands along. And a nice stretch. There you go. Now, again, when you do this exercise, you are really trying to elongate those arms, end range extension. Now, remember that. As you cross them both, drop them down. And as I take them over the top of my forearms, I'm going up nice and high as I go through my hands. I'm lifting up really tall. And hitting that end range extension. Drop them down to the side. Last one through. Pop them up. I'll go slow this time. Left over right, right over left. Drop them down. Lift up. Nice and tall. Nice and high with those arms. Rest and relaxation, relaxation and elongation. You got the idea. You're just bringing it to you. Rest. Good. Pop them up. Take the hands back here. Take them behind your head. If you can. Now if you can't, take your hands right here. Interlock them. Put them here. Or put them here again. I'm going to try to pop mine up. Then I'm going to try to take them behind my head. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push down. And I'm pushing that chin into the chest. You get a little bit of extra stretch on that cervical spine. And again, this is some flexion. And then take your head back. But we're not doing a head drop. We're just pushing forward on the head, dropping the head into the chest. And at the same time, you're getting a stretch of those shoulders and that diaphragm as well. One more time down, I'm going to just push back the hands into my head. And I'm pushing that chin into the chest. Stretching out the cervical spine. And then I'm popping back up. Good job. And I'm just going to rest those hands down to the side. Give them a quick break. Awesome job. Going to take that hand up again. Left side. Drop it down. And now I'm going to come up with it. And I'm going to reach behind my head. There you go. Oh, it's tough. I can feel it. I'm going to take this hand across and up. And I'm going to grab and pull. There you go. And now I'm stretching out my triceps. So that's one way to do it. Relax it. Drop them back down. I'll show you the other way to do it. Lift on up. Left hand. Pop it up. Put the elbow forward. Take the right hand and now push back. that way. Another way to stretch the back of that tricep. So I'll show you that first way again. Dropping down. Lift up that left hand. Take it all the way up and back through like this. There you go. Hands in the back of the head again. Take that right hand, lift up through like you're combing your hair, and then pull through to the other side. This might be counter-indicated for some individuals at home based upon the range of motion and the limitations you have. So we drop those hands back down, and I'll show you that front version. Lift one up, take that hand back here, by your ear, take that right hand, and then push back that way. Back of the tricep, back of your arm, the back wings, that's what you're trying to stretch out. And drop it down. Now if we went to that right side, you're going to just pop that right hand up, pop it up through like that, and then to keep that same formula, you push back and you stretch out that right tricep. If you want to do the more complex exercise motion, you lift on up, you take it up, lift it behind, float this hand up like you're like you're combing your hair. Reach on over and pull it across. A little more difficult, a little more stretch of the tricep, and you're going to get that shoulder capsule a little more stretched out again. I'll show you that one more time. Push on up, take it over behind the head. You're going to take that left hand and you're going to just comb your hair, find your elbow, and pull over. Nice and tall. Or drop them both down, lift up that right hand, take it back by your ear, take your left hand, and then push on back. Try an easier way to stretch the tricep, especially in that aging position, or if you lack range of motion or limitations of motion, or you have previous rotator cuff injury, or you just have some arthritic ailments in the shoulder capsule. Shoulders might be down a little bit. You're a teacher, a truck driver, you're an accountant, and you're having some difficulty with range of motion. The second way of showing you will be much better than the first. Dropping those hands down now. Chest out. Bring those arms back like someone's grabbing them. We're going to do a postural shoulder stretch now and a chest stretch all together. So you're trying to retract your scapula, so you're trying to pull your shoulder blades together as you bring those arms back, and then you're just going to come forward with them. I'm going to hit that water. So if you need hydration, it's a reminder really quick right now. Grab that hydration. Pay attention to that rate of perceived exertion. Those arms are coming back, so someone's grabbing those arms and they're pulling them back. I'm leaning forward. I'm stretching through here. So I'm stretching at the insertion point of the pectoralis major and minor, and then also of that glenohumeral joint. So I'm pulling those arms back. I'm getting a stretch. Chins out. Heads back. Retracting the scapula. And then I'm pulling forward. Coming up again. Hit that anterior part of the delt. That front part. And then I'm pulling those arms back again. Leaning forward. Get a nice stretch of the diaphragm, of the chest, of the shoulder, of the tricep, even the neck a little bit, and I'm leaning forward. Again, relaxation and elongation. I'm in that postural plane right now, and then I'm taking those arms up into the frontal plane. I'm going to drop back one more time. I'm going to do the same thing, so I'm kind of hinging forward as I lean. Crown my head's in neutral. Arms are going way back, way back, way back as far as I can. They should go back a little bit more each and every time. And then you're going to come forward. And then I want you to drop those elbows into the rib cage and pretend you're serving or you're holding a platter. Hands should be up, just like this. And then we're just going to turn them and turn them just back and forth. So the side may look like this. You're just turning, turning, turning. You got it. Nice and tall. And we're going to work the rotator cuff, pull out, externally rotate, come in, turn the palms up, pull out. Now, when you do this exercise, one thing that you are trying to work on, you're trying to keep that elbow attached to that rib cage. So when you go out, you're not trying to create space. You see the space there in between my arm and my side or my rib cage? There's space. We want to minimize that space. So when I take my arms and I retract them and I externally rotate those and I abduct them, I'm retracting my shoulder blade. And then when I come back in and I turn those palms up into the supine position, I'm doing the exact same thing. You probably get a little more range this way, but those elbows are staying tight to that rib cage, and I'm now stretching my chest and I'm abducting, or almost really could say abducting because I'm retracting those shoulder blades together. I'm abducting as well. I'm going away from the body. And now I'm abducting into the body, hitting the rotator cuff, turn those hands to the pronated position, and then taking them back out again, keeping space minimal. So we don't want space, we want elbows tight as possible. Now, if your arms and your elbows are coming off the side of your rib cage, then it's more likely that you do have some discrepancy, you do have some deficiency in terms of rotator cuff, maybe some arthritis, some overuse, some bursitis. So we don't want no discomfort, we don't want no pain, but we also want you to be able to move and push that chest out and elbows nice and tight, and then come back in, turn those hands back down, they should be pronate, and then take them out. Elbows should be tight, right? Once those elbows start popping off the side, that means you've gone too far, so I want you to bring those arms back in so that those elbows are tight to the rib cage. And that's as far as you can go. Take a measurement of that, take a picture of that, and continue to work on that until it gets better. Until you do have greater range of motion to push that chest out. You can retract those shoulder blades, and you can sit nice and tall for an extended period of time. You lengthen and elongate it, relax, aid it, and let's say relaxation and elongation. Bring it back in. There you go. And peace, my friends. Go in peace. Enjoy your day. Window, wall, floor, door, my heart to your heart. May that light be a lamp to your feet, light to your path. Hope you enjoyed this session. Because it was relaxing and it was elongation.